the Punchline Academy. Please be sure to hit my Instagram to check out the playlist and more, and also like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com at the Inphamus Amadeuz, and of course the SiriusXM mobile application tone, so they can be in the left lane and tap in to the interviews and more.
Man, I've been meaning to tell you lately, people have been hitting me up telling me how they're driving in the left lane, doing all this shit while they're intoxicated, and I came to this conclusion. People love to snitch on themselves.
Yo, this is crazy, man.
That's the error.
Yeah, do you feel like I snitch on myself when I'm saying that I'm doing X, Y, and Z in the left lane?
I mean, I'm just telling you what the people are telling me, but yeah, you know.
That's what it is, man. And of course, we have a Queens legend in the building. Linden Boulevard by way of 192nd is it's a crazy place where a lot of hip hop people have came from. I got Consequence in the building and Caiden The Crown Holder. What's up?
Yeah, the 192 boys up in the building. What up with it?
That's what it is. I always wanted to ask you, because I had read somewhere that I think your first group was called NFL. Was it the NFL crew?
Yeah,
so,
niggas from Linden.
Yes. Did that have like any influence or relation to the NFL crew out of Harlem?
Nah. This is 90. Nah, like, you know, back, this is 91, 92. You know, we didn't really, you know, we started interbarreling things a little later in New York. You know what I'm saying? So whatever was going on in Queens was going on in Queens. Whatever was going on, because remember, there's no information highway. You know, I was maybe like 13, so it wasn't like I was busting too many moves uptown just yet. My grandpops used to have a number spot uptown, so that was my 1-2 with Harlem or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like creatively on some rap, nah, it was just NFL niggas from Linden.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. So we have our Tribe Called Quest Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Word.
And how amazing is that to see? Because obviously you were there from the beginning, and you've seen the progression of not only their career, your career, hip-hop in general. So just coming from that era and seeing that time, how amazing is
so what you just saying, yo, you was in NFL, so literally even to say I started out NFL, and then from NFL went to the HGs, then from the HGs, you know, Q-Tip, after I battle run in front of Nucleus, started paying attention to what I was doing, and eventually brought me in the Tribe. And, you know, I was paying, you know, obviously we was paying attention to Q-Tip, just like once, you know, Bonita Apple Bum came out, it was like, he got a record on the radio, and you know what I'm saying, and then Check the Rhyme exploded. It's a documentary worthy story. Word.
You know,
and it land here this year in 2024, and you know, my son having a breakout year online and on records or whatever, and you know, being inducted. My neighbor actually went to the Rock Hall, and I didn't know he was going with his family, and text me the cover of The Source. From when I believe it was for Low, I want to say Low End when they covered this. Low End had just came out or whatever, and they got the cover. It was Tip Fife and Ali. It's just crazy that it really it all became something. It all became something legendary.
Yeah, and watching it go into fruition and seeing it actually happen in real time, Tone.
Word. It wasn't easy, but you know, obviously the Rock Hall accolade is like once in a lifetime. So just to think like, dag, stressed out, I was on a train and it's in the Rock Hall of Fame now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I remember the first year you guys were nominated and then didn't get through.
And you know who was the first person who said something.
I know the hip hop OGs.
Would you call me Dominic, Mr. Popoff? Nah, but I mean, I'm just passionate. Because like I said, he said NFL, like, it's not a lot. People don't know that unless they know that. You know what I'm saying? So
the entire story.
And because I've been blessed enough to be able to reinvent, a lot of people think my career started with Kanye. You know what I'm saying? But no, my career started with NFL. As a kid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so what's also remarkable is the fact that my son started out as a kid, as a toddler. You know what I'm saying? So that's a destination in life that, you know, I've just been blessed with.
Man, that's what it is, man. The Punchline Academy, Tone.
I gotta tell you,
gems.
I gotta tell you, over there in Queens, the mural for Tribe Called Quest, dope ass mural.
Yeah.
I hope anyone who's listening right now has had a chance to go see it if you're in the New York area.
Yeah, it's a tourist spot for sure. Just to get a flick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we got that, and we also got JMJ's mural in Hollis or whatever. I mean, just as from our side of Queens, St. Albans and Hollis and Murdoch. You know what I mean? Like those are two big, important, like just tourist spots. Like I invite anybody like that's into hip hop just to soak that in, soak that vibe, and go over there. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. You know what I mean? It was history made over there. I
believe it. History was also made back in 2013 when Kanye did the Yeezus tour.
Okay.
Yeah, Tribe Called Quest opened up for him.
Right.
That was a big deal because Kanye had two people open up for him. Some nights he would have Tribe, and other nights he had Kendrick Lamar opening up for him.
Right.
I luckily got to go the night that Tribe was opening up for him.
Right. Nah, I mean, Kanye's always said in the public that, you know, he was greatly influenced by Tribe. I mean, that's how we even connected. You know, he knew my work from Tribe, from Beach Rounds of Life. And when he had finished working on the Blueprint with Jay, he was, you know, actively looking to get a recording contract as an artist. And, you know, like there was, you know, at that time, you know, the producer rapper stigma was like, oh, nah, we just want the beats. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, even when he and I met and we kind of just basically just traded information, like he gave me everything that he learned from Rockefeller, and I taught him, you know, relayed to him everything I learned from being in Tribe, and we just kind of, that's how we got to the College Dropout.
Man, Jesus, connecting the dots here on the Punchline Academy. Shout out to Consequence in the building and Caiden The Crown Holder. Now, I want to play a Consequence classic. This was the soundtrack to the Life Before Radio, and I wasn't such a nice person. I was playing this in the left lane on a train. Okay, that's what it is. Right. Queens Get the Money, produced by Havoc. Talk about this record. Talk about the feeling and creating content at this time, because 97 was a very interesting year. It felt very aggressive, and we were in a transition period in hip hop.
Yeah, it was the transition period for sure. We were coming out of, let's say, the conscious era, and we were getting introduced to Jay-Z selling his music out the trunk, and we also were getting introduced to different regions. So Outkast was merging as a premier group in hip hop. You know what I mean? And at that time, I had just been introduced to the world on Beach Rounds of Life, and I had a big record, Stressed Out, on there with Faith Evans, and this was supposed to be on my album that never was released because eventually Tribe broke up. Yeah. And so I had Havoc produce for me. The original name of this record is The Persian Gulf, and we changed it over time. It just became Queens Get the Money, just because it was just, you know, easier to digest. But yeah, it was supposed to be on an album called Hostile Takeover, which, you know, we'll never know what happened with that. But, you know, eventually my pathway led me back to hip hop through being reintroduced on the College Dropout. But yeah, this is some shit to check out if you a Consequence fan. This is Queens Get the Money featuring Havoc from Queensbridge and Slender Boulevard. Let's get into some dumb shit. You know what I mean, Sean?
That's what it is. The Punchline Academy classic Consequence heat here on SiriusXM Shade 45. That was classic left lane driving music here on the Punchline Academy. That is the song that you play.
Actually, E-Train music.
E-Train music.
It's actually E-Train music, you know what I mean? That's before the whip wops and all that, you know what I mean? That's abusing the job budget and ordering car services music.
Yeah, shout out to my people that are abusing the job budget. We have Caiden The Crown Holder in the building. Young gentleman, how are you?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. So I was very impressed by the way you articulate, and I was asking you off of air if you're not one of these kids that actually is like sitting in the room, because I get frustrated with my kids. Like my daughter, my kid, they don't come out at all. Like they just stay in the room. So what makes you active? I mean, obviously you have an active parent, but just as yourself as a person.
I just like going outside with my friends, doing different things, sports, riding bikes, riding dirt bikes, all of that. Just hanging out.
Yeah, how is it being a successful? Because I mean, you're pretty successful. Like, you have a dope record. You got a joint project coming out with Pops, right? And how do you deal with that, with the pressure of interacting with your friends when they know that you are obviously outside?
It doesn't really like pressure me. I just feel like it's like it adds on to like my life. It doesn't really pressure me. It's like a good thing, so like it doesn't really pressure me.
Man, we got a round of applause, man. This kid articulates very well, man. The Punchline Academy. We're gonna bring him the co-host one day. So Consequence, you said something in the first break with this battle that you had, and every person that I talk to from Queens always talk about the legendary park battles, from Fragile Star to Mr. Cheeks,
Right.
and down the list. I mean, you had to be a nice rapper. Can you paint the picture of going outside and the competitive nature of being in your neighborhood?
Well, once again, this is prior to the information highway, right?
Yeah.
So there weren't a lot of ways to get noticed as an artist. This is back when people were making demos in studios and waiting outside of buildings to see if they could meet A&R and playing their tape, and you know what I mean. So, but like I was saying, reason why I was telling people they should go see the murals, because in my neighborhood we did have we were fortunate enough to have a couple artists who made it. Obviously Tribe Called Quest being one of them, but the first superstars of my hood is Run DMC, right?
These are not regular stars.
No, these are like
these are rock stars.
These
Yeah.
are the first ones. Tribe doesn't get in the Hall of Fame if Run DMC doesn't. That's just the order of history. So, the unique thing about my neighborhood is that you would see a DMC driving in a Lincoln, coming through the block like, yo, the DMC, so what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And the same thing for Run, you know what I mean? And so one fateful night, we're on 192 in Linden in front of the cleaners, and what was supposed to happen was it was supposed to be a Fife and Coach Cheeks battle. Coach Cheeks is now Mr. Cheeks.
Yeah.
So that was what was supposed to occur. For some reason, I don't think Cheeks was able to make it, but Spank G was there. And then Buster pulled up, and he had Rumpelstiltskin with him. And then Run gets out the car. He's in a 190E Benz, complete rapper mode. Sergio Tatachi, jogger joint, you know what I mean? Chain heavy, you know what I mean? And he's Run. He's not even DJ Run. He's like Run from Post. This is like right before, right in the neighborhood of Down with the King, right? So this is full. This is full superstar.
He's on fire right now.
Right, he's on fire. Right. So, as it just so happened, we ain't gonna get that. Then, that somebody got set it off, right? So, I don't remember who set it off, but I know it got to a point where me and him was going back and forth. You know what I mean? And once again, I've always said it. You know what I'm saying? That's a privileged memory for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm never here to say anything disparaging about Run, because that was the opportunity. That was the same thing as me being out in front of the building and the A&R actually taking the tape. All right, word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so we got to it, and we've had a great relationship. I've had a great relationship with their camp since then. Like literally, DMC just brought Kaden out on stage at the Flush and Metal DMC and Friends concert.
Nice.
Let him rip, and brought me out as a surprise guest. So it like I said, man, it's a very documentary worthy timeline of story going on here.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Shout out to my people who are in the left lane creating movies.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just trying to line up my next check. Don't mind me.
So, Khan, off the air, I was telling you that before I worked here at SiriusXM, I was working like behind the scenes with films and reality shows, and we talked about this one production company.
Right.
They actually ended up making a documentary about Jay-Z and Kanye West. And this is a company that was based out of England.
Right.
So they don't know the culture the way we do here in the United States. I think they just looked in the back of Kanye and Jay-Z albums and were like, let's reach out to anyone that it says featuring.
Right, or write a credit or whatever.
Yeah. So they reached out to you and they said, we want to talk to you about, and I don't think they were being very upfront about what their intention was with the documentary, but they were basically trying to get, they were very basically like, we want to get the tea from you directly, what it's like working with Kanye and so forth. A documentary ended up being called Public Enemies, the feud between Jay-Z and Kanye West.
See that kind
of
see that
they
type shit. They ain't set me up.
Yeah, so they
set me up. I told them
reached out to you.
I told them politely, I don't work at Starbucks. I don't do tea, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't have anything to do with tea. I don't work at Lipton. I don't work. I don't play with honey and sugar and lemons. I'm good, beloved. I ain't doing that. I passed on that one. Sorry.
Despite getting a few interviews from like Clark Kent and Combat Jack, rest in peace. They weren't able to get to you.
Nah.
And look what ended up coming of that documentary. Do a lot of people eventually come reaching out to you for documentaries and things of that nature?
TMZ reached out to me, and I actually have a good relationship with them. I have cool Harvey and Trent, and so I mean they reached out when they did the shit that the game was on, like what was that, the end of the year last year. They asked, they offered me bread and everything. I was like, yo. Nah, I just, you know what I mean? I'm just cut different. I don't move on the strength of just carrot dangle. Like I don't gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wait for my blessings. I don't sit here and sell my mans out for a short. It ain't worth it. It just ain't worth it for me. You know what I mean? Like I made a significant amount of undisclosed money with Kanye, and not to mention, spent a lot of time, I've been to every home he's ever had. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just would be a sucker to do some certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand people's interest is he's a global superstar, right? And so I understand, like, and trust me, don't get it twisted. Like I be having shit that nobody got. So sometimes even on my live, I will play music, but that's our relationship. Our relationship is music, not what happened with his marriage. Like that ain't what happened with Jay-Z ain't got nothing to do with Cons. I don't Bobby Brown like that. You know what I mean?
Man, that's what it is. Punchline Academy. Have we gotten to the point with Kanye where his persona has overshadowed his artistry? You think?
I mean, listen. I mean, me and him is 20 years, right? You know what I mean? So, I mean, at the end of the day, whatever makes him happy. You know what I mean? Like I don't. It's hard for me to analyze my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like my dog, so I can't, especially in the public, because he just not the kind of person who just, to be honest with you, he just don't like that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from, like, for me to do it, it hurts. For other niggas to do it might not feel like shit, but for me to do it, it hurts, because I was there from the gate, literally. Well, outside of the Chicago crew. It's in New York, it was me. It became me. You know what I'm saying? I'm his New York nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we done did so much shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and trust me, we've had our ups, we've had our downs. We've had times where it got into the public, but I think we both learned from it too. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, man, like, and I'm just in a space now where my shit, my jump shot is just like, I don't know nothing else but this right now. Like, I don't know nothing else. Like, I respectfully, like, I'm just on this shit right now. Like, him, this is the nigga I want to talk about.
That's what it is, man. The Punchline Academy, Shade 45. Shout out to my guys who still have loyalty in their blood.
Yeah, loyal bones.
So, he has a new single, No Apologies, featuring Kanye West. We're going to get a live in-studio performance. Shout out to my guy, Consequence, in the building. We are about to get a live studio performance of his new single, No Apologies, featuring Kanye West. Tone, you got that 845. I love the call and response. That absolutely did it for me. All right, so you know what? Let's play Caiden The Crown Holder's new record, All the Drip.
No. This is actually a new.
Oh, so we got a new one. We got a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, so this world premiere.
It's world premiere.
Okay, so this world premiere.
This is
We
The
got
Money
the
Got Me
exclusive.
Singing.
Nice.
The Money Got Me Singing featuring Fresh and Reckless.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna do something viral for y'all. Let's go.
All right, so you want to introduce your record to the Shade 45 audience?
So this is my record that I made with Fresh and Reckless.
Okay.
And I just want to play it for you guys.
All right, so we're going to play it, and you know what time it is. The Punchline Academy Freestyles happening here on SiriusXM Shade 45. This is the portion of the show where the energy in the room clearly has to change. Tone, keep the round of applause going. Shout out to you dirt rappers that I see you in the streets of New York City and you ducking this Punchline Academy fade. Consequence.
Dunking that infamous fade.
Caiden The Crown Holder, they are ducking this Punchline Academy fade. I don't understand why. Tone, keep the round of applause going. But what I like, what I love about this wonderful thing, this culture that we call hip-hop, we have guys that will stand the test of time. Shout out to the War Chief, Ron Mills. Keep the round of applause going. The Punchline Academy logo hovered over 192nd and Linden Boulevard. And you know what happened? Consequence pulled up to the Punchline Academy. Caiden The Crown Holder pulled up to the Punchline Academy. And guess what? He got more bars than you guys. You guys are 60, rapping about what exactly? He's 13! Tone! He's 13 years old. He's not ducking his Punchline Academy fade. Why are you? The Punchline Academy Freestyle's about to happen with Consequence and Caiden The Crown Holder. Keep the fucking round of applause going, Tone. Do not disrespect this freestyle. You got that shit loaded. Drop that beat, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah. This is 192. Come on. This is 192. Come on. Hey. Strike one was the fact that they couldn't turn the fake off.
So by strike two, we cut the head of the snake off.
Cause you don't get a day off when hard work pay off.
Cause there's only 3 strikes in the friendly game of baseball.
I seen the great fall.
It's when to take off.
So we only take calls from locked in contacts.
Man, they couldn't see me if they dropped in contacts.
We been locking in contracts since I was at E1.
So the powers that be don't want us talking like E1.
What were we from? Melly Mel made the message.
I ain't Dick Tracy, but I be in the trenches. So every Friday we be counting all our blessings.
I remember Rapper Live first putting on for Texas.
Now this cap a lot cause Cloud got him desperate.
Desperation is the thief who be trying to rob the deli.
And real love never dies, that's Ashanti and Nelly.
That's why we had to run and it wasn't no fluke.
Only L's for the ops when I'm rapping over loops.
Yeah, we getting loot while they stuck on the stoop.
This is 192, and you know that we the truth.
I took time off while other rappers got pressed. Took time off, bought some more diamonds for my neck. Took time off, had to go and reset.
Time to remind them so respect the G check.
All winter long, please expect the heat check. All summer long, VBS and V-necks.
We flex around 100,000 on the arm. The king of the island, yep, bing bong.
Got that supreme on when the camera's by the court. Feels like ping pong when we rapping back and forth. Plus the rings on for the package on the porch. This the theme song when they drag you back to court.
So tell them back and forth or I might get suspended. If I get suspended, tell the superintendent. I had my 5th Amendment, the right to stay silent. I know they've been offended, oh yeah, I've been the flyers.
Yeah, that's a whole calendar, month, week, and days. Here's a message to my challengers, we're 1 week away. I know they upset, we recruited a new wave, but don't beat yourself up like Juicy Smooth-Lay.
Just keep it cool as the cool grays. Like Cool Dre, ain't you cool with Cool J?
Hey, the rules say respect the steamrollers who paved the way. A made man can't be made unless he made a way.
That's why I be spending hours on my fadeaway. And I could go for hours on these 808s.
Worked with all the greats, was bound to be inducted.
Every time we get together, I heard the people love it.
Now that we got a budget, ain't no budget renting cars. We be on the red carpet, bumping in the stars.
Can't touch us with the bars, now that's too hard to handle. It's too much legacy, I'm too Ralph McDaniels.
It's too rolling loud when they hold their ad randles. And if re-rolling this wild, then why even gamble?
So please light a candle for the ones we made victims.
This is 192, and yeah, we came to hit them.
Queens, we did it, baby. Radio's at maximum volume. Let me get a round of applause. Linden Boulevard. We
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
192.
Yeah.
We did it. Shout to Consequence and Kaden in the building. Talk about this project that you guys have coming out and what's on the agenda.
All right, so for the first thing coming out is my upcoming release, Nice Doing Business With You,
Nice.
which will be out in September.
Nice.
Definitely be out in September for all the fans who've been riding with me since Bloodstain dropped. We got the record coming in September, 192 Records and Hitmaker. Look out for that. We got Caiden The Crown Holder on the album. Obviously, we got Ye on the album. We got the legendary Chris Rock on the album. And the majority of productions is by yours truly. So, yeah, we lit. And then right after that, because we not playing no games, we got the 192 album with me and Kaden. That'll be dropping in October. So, yeah, we turning up.
Man, make sure you support everything that Caiden The Crown Holder and Consequence has in store. And Kaden, before we get out of here, what do you want the audience to know about your music and what they can expect from you moving forward?
So like it's like more like upbeat music, like it's music that definitely like turn you up and everything.
Okay, all right, so make sure you are turned up in the left lane because I told you so. And if you have a Metro card, you can ride on the E-Train. This is the Punchline Academy. I am the infamous Amadeuz. Let's go to the basement right now. I got my guy Viddy Idol and Shy Boogie with the hoodie with 3 MCs here on the Punchline Academy.